was a Christian or a believer. Some were Baptist, some were Catholic, some were Buddhist and whatnot, and some didn't believe at all. And so I didn't have a solid Christian background growing up. Fast forward a little bit, I got married when I was 25 in 2007, and during my marriage, when I had one, me and my ex, I'm divorced now, but me and my ex, we were solid at first, but when trials from the church or persecution in the church, or when life got really rough, I would fall back into worldly desires, watching what I wanted, doing what I wanted, acting however, I really didn't care what the Bible said. I stopped believing in what church people would do. And then somehow I'd end up in a service, going to church or something, and I'd hear a message, and the message would hit me, and I'd get all lit up on fire, and we would, get on fire again for the Lord, and we would throw away all the bad movies that we had, any bad video games, anything that wasn't faith-based or anything like that, and we'd do this for a little bit, and then every 3 or 4 years, I would, again, somehow, something would happen, I'd go manic or something, and the world would seem more pleasing, and I would slip back into getting rid of all the faith-based stuff and bring it back in all the worldly stuff. And I did that several times through the 15 years of marriage that I was in. And then my ex had enough of that, and I don't blame her, to be honest. But fast forward a little bit more, 5 years ago, I had a vision of Christ where I was going to kill myself during a certain circumstance. I'm not going to go into details. That's for another time. But there was a time that I was feeling like killing myself, and I had a knife in my hand, and I was going to slit my wrist when a pastor from a church called me right as I was thinking about pulling down. And I'm not going to give any names because I didn't ask permission, but they said, "I hear you're going through a hard time." And I said, yes, you have no idea. And he said, "Well, can I pray for you?" And as he was praying for me, he said that I was going to go through, ride through the storm and I have to ride through the waves. And when he said that, I had this vision where I was standing on the ocean, and there was these waves taller than any building, and there was noise everywhere, and I didn't know where I was. And then I looked in